Good afternoon, guys. It's me, born for such a time, and it's been a minute since we've done a podcast, but I thought it was time. I have something I'd like to share with you. It's very timely because very excited as we see ICE move across our country. Such excellent people working so hard for us to free us from the globalist scourge of the illegals that they brought in to take over our sovereign land and turn us into a globalist nation, which is not going to happen under God and Trump. And so I wanted to share something with you because I know probably some of you remember that I'm here in a very blue part of a blue state, hence the behind enemy lines thing that I've put up there, and used to be my location on Truth Social, but I tried to make it a little bit more positive and say, actually we're here in victory in America Day after we got Trump in, which was a God thing because we know our election in 2020 was stolen, and all of the elections in my state have been stolen way back, at least 30 years that I remember, when they brought in Dominion votings and paper ballots, and we have not been able to get anyone good in since, and it's not our fault. Most of us are patriots, but we have been overthrown. And so this is kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. And this is going to be continuing in the Riders on the Storm series, and this is number 54. And if you guys want to read them, they're all on Substack since the beginning of From the Kitchen is the overarching study, and there's over 100 of those. Then we have Riders on the Storm and After the Storm, and Riders on the Storm is kind of explaining what we're dealing with now. After the Storm is more of a handbook for what comes next, and From the Kitchen is kind of talking about what was coming, what is still coming. It's kind of a storyline. And so if you start from the beginning of every one of these, you're going to get a lot more of a feel for where we were, where we are, and where we're headed. So this one is called Hidden in Plain Sight, Behind Enemy Lines. There are patriots in deep blue cities, me, within blue states in this country. We are many and we are strong, but we have to hide out and quote unquote pass for leftists in order to survive. And I don't mean that we go along with anything they do. We just have to be careful. Like, I cannot put a Trump bumper sticker on my car or I will come back out and have been keyed. I wear my shirts and I talk to people and I wear my hats and I do all of my patriot things and I vote and I work and I strive and I talk to you guys and I'm on several social media platforms and I'm very outspoken and I'm very courageous, but we cannot, we have to be careful because we're overthrown in this area and it's kind of like a hobbit in Mordor. We are like Hebrew children hiding out in ghettos during the Holocaust. We are Christians, and we are in direct opposition to the satanic religion of the left. Like a religion. It's like a religion, isn't it? Socialism, communism, fascism. In other words, the leftist doctrine that goes by the name of the Democrat Party today. This Kabbalist globalist group has been around for hundreds, if not thousands of years, but it keeps changing its name. We know that the Third Reich never really went away. We're now maybe even the Fourth or Fifth Reich. A lot of them are in Ukraine. Nazi Party, Nazis. We know that they were supported by the Kabbalists like Rockefeller, and his Standard Oil gave them support and patents for Hitler during the war, while our boys were over there, my grandfather, one of them, fighting and dying to liberate us from them. The people in our country were Nazi sympathizers and supporters, and these are the same people, like Rockefeller, who took over the education system, which is what we're dealing with today. Rabbit holes everywhere. Those of us, again, me, living under this Nazi-style regime must hide out as we are overthrown and occupied territory, waiting for God and Trump to sweep in and liberate us. When you've been under Dominion voting long enough, you don't have any legislators who can do anything anymore. The courts are overthrown, the mayors, the governor, a lot of the sheriffs, because they're all elected offices, and you can't get into a hideous leftist state in office unless you're part of their bribed and blackmailed group. We hold the light of truth, clarity and honesty and nobility. But in wisdom, we must hide it from those of the opposition party who challenge us here daily. If we were to make our stand and position known, they would quote unquote kill us. They have attempted to hunt us down, eliminate our freedoms, vaccinate us, refuse us service, tax our businesses into oblivion, take away our guns, take away our right to speak, worship, eat, live, work, and even drive here with the electric vehicles, the mandates that Trump had to stop. That was a real thing here. That was coming very soon. No one who has not yet lived like Jews in a Polish ghetto during World War II can judge us or even understand what we go through daily, hourly, and even every minute of every day. We have to, in order to keep a customer base, we have to be careful even how we talk to who, because they literally have chaotic minds, the leftist uh, citizens, and they will not accept truth. And if you try to speak it, they will rage on you, and you can lose your business over it. So it's a balancing act. We are on survival rations, as our gas is the highest in the nation, our food costs have skyrocketed, inflation is higher than ever, and what is left is what we have left is taken by our state and money laundered. We have no road cleaning crews. It's filthy. You wouldn't believe it. The signs, you can't read them anymore. The sides of the road are covered in garbage. It is a graffiti everywhere. Devastation. I'm starting to feel like Michigan, that city in Detroit. It's starting to feel like Detroit here. We have no infrastructure repairs or replacements. We have bridges that are falling down. It's scary. You go over them and you think, is it going to hold up one more day? Our businesses are closing at an alarming rate, and good people are moving out in droves. Our major cities are overtaken by gangs and drug cartels. This is all just around me all the time. With fires, literally fires. They start fires down there, burn up the cars, graffiti all over the buildings, theft of everything. Some of these foolish churches will let what they call homeless, they're just bums and drug addicts and gang members, sleep in the parking lot in cars and set up tents and camps. And as soon as they do that, all the cars in the neighborhood start getting broken into, and the nice, good, hardworking people who left their car out in front of their house after work at night and go to sleep wake up to have their windows broken and their small change stolen looking for drugs. There's human waste in the streets, and violence is such a daily occurrence that nobody feels safe to enter the city anymore. I know a fellow who bought a business downtown, and instantly some bum just walked in and started trying to ransack the place, and he had no security. He had to try to get rid of him himself. It's right away. Like, nobody goes into the city anymore. It's just kind of apocalyptic. It's gotten this bad. Meanwhile, the fat cats on Capitol Hill are sucking up more money, refusing to spend it on us, and our state is becoming a cesspool and a laughing stock for the rest of the country. We are not allowed to have plastic garbage bags. We must pay for all retail bags from stores when we buy goods. I've often said, well, how do you know we're not stealing it if we have to buy a bag or we can just walk out with the item? Oh, well, we know. No, you don't. Let's see. Our guns and magazines are heavily limited. We cannot have plastic straws. We were not allowed to eat in restaurants without vaccine passports until just a couple of years ago. We were being banned from having gas or diesel vehicles. We cannot speak against sodomites or lesbians or refuse them service. We are overrun by illegals who take what is ours with a bad attitude. They're getting really entitled and nasty and vicious, and I'm desperate for ICE to get in here and get rid of them. And only they are allowed to break all of our rules. They can get away with anything, but we can't do anything. Now they're going to try to ban 3D printers so that we cannot print any weaponry. Does this not sound like Nazi Germany? How are we being protected when they take our guns away from us? How did that work for Australia, who's now waiting for us to liberate them, by the way? Our leadership was elected in stolen mail-in elections for over 30 years. So we have not been able to vote them out, and they know it. They are burning our area down and planning to rule over the ashes. All of the beautiful things, let me start over. All of the beautiful things that Trump has done for our country in the last year have been kept from us, and we are now worse off than when he took office. We are the home of gremlins, gargoyles, and dragons, a swamp of turtles, like in Isaiah 14:23. I went to look it up because I remembered in King James it was a place of owls, but in Geneva, it's a place of turtles in pools of water, like a swamp. And I will make it a possession to the hedgehog or tortoise, and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. When you're living in a hub of leftist activity, it truly is the swamp. I'm sure it's not quite as bad as DC, but it's the same people, and they've been here just as long. And you feel like you are on the wrong end of God, even though we're patriots and we're Christians and we're doing our best here. We're going down with them, and they are raging, which is a good thing because they're scared, and we want them scared and running. But when they hit the wall, which is where they are here, because they've been pushed to the edge where the ocean would be the next place they could go, all of the icky that got flooded out of the red states ends up here, and we have an overabundance of it. We are occupied France during the war. We are the Jews hiding in Polish ghettos, waiting to be annihilated. Even those things that we have been able to scrimp and save for are being taken and eaten by the indulgent, demanding, bloated government leaders here at all levels. Greed, selfishness, hate, and loathing rule the day here. If we can save a little bit of money for a special treat, they come and take it. They may have 12 dozen fancy donuts, but they will come and take our day-old plain donut from us and throw it on their heap of wantonness. We have already got 2 what they call health benefits that are taxed to our employees who can't even use them. And they call it a benefit, but it's a tax, and then the employees literally have no way of accessing them, but every paycheck I have to take money out. I know because I have a business and I have to do this, and it's shocking. And they're going to add a third one, and they raised the rate on the other 2. It's that bad. This is like taxation without representation. We're being taxed but not receiving the benefit of any of our taxes. As we hide out here, we hear the opposition forces getting closer. We hear that ICE is coming. We hear that detention facilities are being put in. We're very excited. But you know how it got worse for the people in the prisons, the like Auschwitz and things, when the Germans were running those camps and the Allies were coming. It got much harder on the prisoners in those camps. And actually, near the end, they started to shoot them all so that when the Allies came in, they wouldn't be able to talk. Well, that's how it's literally starting to feel here. And we listen as the gunfire gets hotter and nearer. The schools here were sheltering in place because ICE was here and sending the students home. Well, why do you have to run and hide if you're not doing anything wrong? Obviously, your schools are full of illegals, and I'm paying for it. We listen as the gunfire gets hotter and nearer, as the machine guns of our enemy here begin to fire near our hiding places and against the forces of good that would come to liberate us. We wonder, so they're using our resources to try to stop the good people from liberating us. It is so frustrating. You would begin to get panicky if you didn't know God was in charge. So we try to be calm, but you can see that I'm emotional over this. As the machine guns of our enemy here begin to fire near our hiding places and against the forces of good that would come to liberate us, we wonder how much longer we can hold out. How long can our children play in the streets and our workers go about daily chores and errands here, pretending life can go on? How much longer can life go on and we call it normal? We have personally had our own state's guns turned on us for standing up and fighting for the patriot cause. We are resistance fighters who hide out to fight another day. We cannot liberate our state, and we know it, so we wait, hidden in plain sight, hating the left more every day. As the forces of right and righteousness get nearer and stronger, the firefight in our state and the left's self defense will reveal hidden histories of corruption, the truths of evil done here by the Democrat Party, horrors committed, freedoms stolen, people blackmailed, bribed, and murdered, all in the name of cabalist globalism. There is a treasure trove of truth kept and held here, like a row of dutifully written, carefully concealed encyclopedias that hold evidence, truth, and bear witness to the evils done in darkness by the satanic cabal here. Once discovered, open, exposed, and revealed to the world, this treasure trove of evidence will be a smoking gun that could only have been revealed by the gunfire of a battle to free our state from globalist dictatorship. My state may end up being the worst. It's one of the last to be liberated, and it may end up being one of the worst. And when they come in here, they're going to find more than enough evidence to put these people down forever. Trump must invade our blue states, destroy the opposition forces, liberate the hiding and waiting patriots, and thereby uncover facts, truths, and history that will blow the lid off of the festering corruption here in the Mordor of the USA, this blue state, and the ones around me. Trump, please come in force. Don't back down. Don't give up. Fight, fight, fight. We are resistance fighters here. We snipe from the alleys. We shoot from the windows. We are doing what we can, but we are overthrown. We are waiting for our day of liberation. We hold evidence that will destroy the Democrats forever. We are the key to their undoing. We are hidden in plain sight, but we are many. We are strong, and we await you. And of course, by shooting from the windows and sniping from the alleys, I mean we are truth tellers. We are a force. We are here. We've endured some of the worst. We are not giving up until it's all over and we have victory. And I wanted the rest of the country. I know you can't understand how it feels. I know some of you can and have left. I don't ever want you to have to face something like this, but I want you to know that when Trump gets here, and God pulls that tsunami water back out to sea and reveals the garbage that was here, those Democrats will die. That party will die, never to rise again. Thank you so much, Patriots. I'm excited about it. I look forward to the Liberation Forces showing up, and then I will let you know when they do. Thanks so much.